Kellen, how excited are you for kind of the opportunity you have for you Thursday?
I'm really excited. First time putting a Browns jersey on in a game. Going to be able to start a Hall of Fame game and been off to a good start in training camp, so I'm really excited.
Kellen, what does it mean to you? I mean, this is a game, first game of the year. Everybody's watching that. I mean, what does all that mean?
I mean, I think when you start to get more experience in the NFL, you start to realize, whatever you put on tape is going to be what people think of you and going to be your results. So every time you step on the field, your goal should be put good film on tape, play well, execute, and, at the end of the day, put the ball in the end zone. So that's what I'm most excited for.
How would you say you've progressed since you got here, Kellen, to this point now?
I think just learning the offense, obviously, and this is my third offense in the NFL, and just getting with Kevin, AVP, and just learning how I can get better with my fundamentals, how I can continue to be accurate, and make good decisions with the football.
Does it feel like forever since you played in a game?
Nah, I haven't.
Doesn't?
Nah.
How does this offense suit your style, fit your ability and skill set?
It's the West Coast system, but it has a lot of spread elements to it, and I think part of the goal this offseason and getting some other receivers is to even spread out a little bit more and see how we can give a lot of these playmakers the opportunity to go make plays. So I think it's a blend of the play action and run with Nick Chubb and but also the vertical threat game.
Kellen, you've got a lot of good receivers that, sort of on the back end of that depth chart that you're going to be able to work with. So can you just talk about, some of the guys that you're excited to connect with on Thursday night?
Yeah, Cedric's obviously been playing really well. David Bell's been playing well, and a lot of the other guys. And JOK don't play receiver. He ain't got hands. But yeah, a lot of guys who are going to be able to service this team really well, who aren't the Amari Coopers and Donovan Peoples-Jones. So we have a really talented long list of guys who are starting to get more experience, and if they continue to play well, coach will definitely develop more trust within them.
You've worked a lot with Dalen Baldwin over the course of the last week or so. What do you tell us a little bit about him and what you've noticed about him as since last year?
I think it's one of the guys who obviously he's good when he comes on the field, but he's really intelligent when it comes to the classroom, and he wants to try and think the game just like a quarterback, and anytime you're able to do that as a receiver, it always helps and translates to the field.
Kellen, just being here last year and being in this room, what did you learn from your experience last year that you think you can take over into Thursday?
I think every quarterback is able to present some sort of skill set where I'm able to learn from, and obviously Jacoby plays a lot different style than what Deshaun is, so there's certain things I can learn from Jacoby about how he kept the game really simple, played fast and tried to get the ball out of his hands, and then obviously Deshaun's playmaking ability and his really just explosive mindset, want to create big plays. So being able to take certain things from both people and be able to see how it fits within my play style.
You played your whole life, and then you got to the NFL, and you had to sit out of it. How difficult is it to deal with just being patient and knowing that your time will come eventually if you put the work in?
Yeah. It's always difficult, and obviously, your whole entire life, even going through college, you've played every single year, and then you get to the NFL. But at the end of the day, us players, once you start to get a little bit older, you start to realize it's a business, and like I was saying earlier, it's all about what you put on tape. So just looking to go into the game, put good film on, and then just play with efficiency and put the ball in the end zone.
How would you describe your relationship with DTR? I mean, you guys are sort of both battling there. How would you describe that?
Well, I've known him for a while. IMG actually tried to play Bishop Gorman way back in the day, but they were scared to play us. But I was one of the top quarterbacks in the country coming out. He was in the class behind me, so we've always known of each other, and so I mean it's always good to get guys who you've known for such a long time, and you see them through college and able to get on the practice field with them.
Where do you see yourself in September?
I mean, I see myself a Cleveland Brown, and like I said, just trying to continue to get better and figure out how I can continue to improve myself and how I can provide value to Deshaun and other coaches.
What's the biggest thing you've learned from Deshaun, just being in that room?
I think Deshaun, he's extremely intelligent, and I think one thing, when he watches film, he's able to kind of put himself in the shoes of the quarterback that he's watching, and be able to be creative with play calls and figure out how we can create explosive plays. Because you see him coming from Houston, and they had I think he threw for 5,000 yards in 20, and so just trying to see how he can get back to that shape and how he can create explosive plays in this offense.
All right, appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks. Nowhere else to go.
Kellen said Bishop Gorman just avoided IMG for a couple of years.
Yeah, we've had those conversations in the locker room. He definitely made those jokes before, so I have nothing to say on it. I have nothing to say.
How would you describe your relationship with Kellen, and how much closer have you guys? You guys known for a while, but how much closer have you guys come over the last few months and being in the same room?
Yeah, I think me and all the quarterbacks really, me and really all my teammates here at the Browns, they're all new faces to me besides Cedric and Bubba and Felt. So really getting to gel with those guys have come a long way since I've been here. Just being able to talk to them, get to know them on a more personal basis. I think Greenbrier actually helped out a lot, getting us all in one space for a short period of time and having nothing to do but talk to each other. I think really helped guys open up and everything. So.
Dorian, can you talk about what are your thoughts on playing Thursday night in front of a big crowd on national TV, Hall of Fame game? How's it going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. I'm obviously going to have family there and close friends, so super excited to be able to have them there and share that experience with me. But I'm ready to just go out there and get an opportunity to play. Being a rookie, you don't really get as much practice reps, so finally being able to get in the game and the time is yours, and you get to go out there and show what you can do is fun for me. So.
How have you progressed this camp?
I think I've done really well just grasping the playbook, learning my teammates, learning how Coach Stefanski wants things done, both on the field and off the field. So just trying to become a complete pro and making sure that I'm setting an example. So.
And talk about some of the, you guys are lucky that you have so many talented, quality receivers that go all the way to the back of the depth chart.
Right.
Who are some of the guys that you're excited to try to make some plays with on Thursday?
Well, obviously my guy Cedric, and then Thomas Greeny, tight end, who I got the chance to play with down at the Shrine game. So those are two guys obviously I have really good chemistry with already going into it. But, we have a lot of good guys. Austin Watkins, number 80 out there, speedster. And I think our running back, Hassan Hall, I think he's going to do really big things, and I think he'll show out his stuff on Thursday for sure, too.
Where do you feel you've gotten the most comfortable with either the offense or life in the NFL over the last, week and a half since camp started?
Yeah, I think just getting into a routine. I think that's probably the biggest thing as a pro athlete. You have to find a routine on what you're going to do on a day-to-day basis, stay consistent. And so I think that's one of the things I've really grown in is being able to be one of the first ones in the building and then also one of the last ones out, and having everything in between that follow to what my goal is obviously to lead this team and stuff like that. So.
I know Kevin said, in this game coming up, for a quarterback, a young quarterback, the operation stuff is really important in the game. What's your approach to that, I guess?
Yeah, that's definitely the one thing I've been focusing on. I'm really good when it comes to the cerebral side of football things, and being able to grasp a playbook and go out there and execute. But this is my first time having to call plays in the huddle, having to get it in a headset and being able to spit it out. And we don't have the shortest of play calls, so You know, that's probably the number one thing I'm going to be focusing on for sure. Making sure I can get guys lined up and making sure that everybody's on the same page.